Hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I am Suchandra Day and today we are going to explore an inspiring chapter, Nelson Mandela, A Long Walk to Freedom. Now let me ask you a question. What does freedom really mean to you? Is it just doing what you want or something deeper? By the end of this video, your understanding of freedom will completely change. So let's begin. This chapter is taken from the autobiography of Long Walk to Freedom written by Nelson Mandela. An autobiography is a story of a person's own life. So in this chapter, Mandela shares a real and deeply emotional experience from his journey. The chapter describes a historic moment, the day Mandela became the first black president of South Africa. This was not an ordinary political event. It marked the end of years of racial discrimination and injustice under apartheid and symbolized the beginning of equality, hope, and democracy. But this chapter is not only about a grand inauguration ceremony. It is also about years of struggle when people fought against injustice and discrimination. The pain and sacrifice when countless freedom fighters suffered, lost opportunities, and even gave their lives for equality. Victory over injustice, when after years of suffering, freedom and justice finally triumphed. One of the most emotional aspects of this moment is Mandela's personal struggle. He spent 27 long years in prison for fighting against injustice. Imagine the strength, patience, and determination it must have taken to continue believing in freedom after such hardship. Think about it. How powerful and emotional must that moment have been, standing as president of the nation after spending 27 years behind bars. This makes the chapter inspiring because it teaches us that courage, sacrifice, and perseverance can eventually overcome injustice. Let's understand the main themes. The chapter highlights oppression to freedom, courage and sacrifice, unity among people. The biggest message is freedom is not given easily, it is earned. Let me ask you, do you think freedom can exist if even one group is oppressed? Exactly. That's what Mandela teaches us. Now, in childhood, Mandela believed that he was free. Why? Because he could play freely, follow traditions, live peacefully. But here's the twist. He later realized that this freedom was an illusion. He was not aware of the system of apartheid controlled by life. So, students, is ignorance sometimes mistaken as freedom? As Mandela grew up, his idea of freedom changed. Now he wanted personal choices, independence, a normal life, like staying out late, choosing his career, living freely. But soon he realized even these basic rights were denied because of his race. Imagine not having the right to live freely in your own country. Now comes the turning point. Mandela understood something very powerful. His freedom was connected to the freedom of his people. He believed freedom is indivisible. That means if one person is in chains, no one is truly free. Let me ask you, can you truly feel free if people around you are suffering? No. That realization changed his life forever. Mandela spent 27 years in prison. But did prison break him? No, it transformed him. His thinking became even deeper. He said, I am not truly free if I am not taking away someone else's freedom. That's powerful, right? Even after suffering, he chose forgiveness, equality, and humanity. After his realization and becoming president, Mandela gave a very important message. Freedom comes with responsibility. It's not just about breaking chains, it's about building a just society. He also said political freedom is meaningless without economic equality, social justice. So, students, is freedom complete without equality? Think. Let's quickly revise. The chapter describes Mandela's historic inauguration, tribute to freedom fighters, the meaning of true freedom. The key takeaway from today's lesson is freedom is not individual, it is shared. When everyone is free, only then is freedom complete. Let's revise the chapter once again. The chapter mainly talks about three important things. First, it describes the historic inauguration of Nelson Mandela as the first black president of South Africa. This moment marked the end of apartheid and the beginning of a new democratic nation. Second, Mandela pays tribute to all the freedom fighters and countless people who sacrificed their lives and suffered for equality and justice. He acknowledges that freedom was achieved because of their courage and determination. Third, the chapter explains the true meaning of freedom. Mandela says that freedom is not only about personal liberty. Real freedom means living with dignity, equality, respect, and without fear or discrimination. The key message of the chapter is very powerful. Freedom is not individual, it is shared. This means that no person can truly feel free if others around them are oppressed or treated unfairly. So, according to Mandela, freedom becomes complete only when every person in society enjoys equal rights, justice, and opportunities. What do we learn from Mandela's life? The important values that we learn are courage in difficult times, sacrifice for others, unity and equality, forgiveness over revenge. the most powerful lesson. Choose peace even when you have suffered. Let's end with a powerful thought. To be free is not merely to cast off one's chains, but to live in a way that respects and enhances the freedom of others. Take a moment and think, are we truly contributing to others' freedom? Thank you. If you found this explanation helpful, don't forget to like, comment your thoughts, subscribe for more educational contents. This is Suchandra Day signing off. See you in the next video.